Tucson, Sunday mornings on Channel 9.
Billie Holbrook wanted to become a nurse, but because of her disability, she was told she would never get into nursing school. She went on to become a dentist nonetheless. She battled public opinion, discrimination, and poor health to become, as far as she knows, the first wheelchair-bound woman to graduate from a dental school in the United States. Dr. Billie Marie Holbrook is now practicing dentistry in Tucson. Welcome to the Crooked Mile, Dr. Holbrook.
Thank you.
Why did you choose dentistry if they told you nursing would be difficult? I would think that dentistry would be even harder to overcome.
I wanted to get into a profession that would help other people. I had just come out of the Peace Corps. And nursing was something that I really wanted to do because I knew that that would be the most helpful. You had a lot of patient contact. And then I realized a dentist of mine from back home said that being a dental hygienist or a dentist, you have real close contact with your patients and you can put them at ease, and this would be a good field for me to get into.
Now, were you in a wheelchair in the Peace Corps?
No. The disability happened when I was working in the Andes. I got an arterial venal malformation around my spine, abnormal arteries, and it cut off the nerve supply to my legs.
But you still have full use of your hands.
My hands, yes.
And you are able to operate that drill?
Real easily.
Do you ever have patients come in who may not know that you're in a wheelchair?
Most of my patients don't expect a woman in a wheelchair to be their dentist when they're coming into me. I have taken over a previous dentist's practice, and so they aren't familiar with me at all.
What is their reaction?
I think because the previous dentist gave me a good introduction, that their reaction has been favorable.
What problems did you encounter in school? Did you have to have any adaptations made, or did the school have to work with you in any way to help you get through?
Yes. The school was inaccessible for wheelchairs. The restrooms were inaccessible.
What school was
this?
This
is the University of Oregon Dental School in Portland. For example, in freshman anatomy class, when we were working on the cadavers, I couldn't see inside the stomach cavity because the operating tables were at a higher level. And so we were going to design some mirrors or high stools for me to sit on so that I could actually see what I was doing or what was going on.
Why is it necessary for a dental student to look inside? Yes.
Dentists nowadays are more preventive-oriented, and we are interested in the whole body and how diseases manifest themselves in the mouth.
Were your fellow students accepting of a woman and a woman in a wheelchair, or did you bump into discrimination?
I think that I really didn't have much discrimination between fellow students. With my fellow students, they were very helpful.
How about professors and others in the profession?
A lot of professors were more discriminatory against a woman coming into the profession. Dentistry it's pretty new for the female population.
So you had two things to fight.
Right.
How about in your practice? Have you had to make adaptations there?
There, I have hand controls, which I work a little watch band rheostat when I run the drill, because the drill is run by a foot pedal by most dentists, or more dentists. And in the operatories, when I was looking for a practice, I needed a large operatory so that I'd have room to maneuver around my patient. The whole area has to be accessible, no steps, easy for me to get from my car into the office.
Are you going to specialize in maybe working with disabled people because of your disability?
I think that disabled people will probably gravitate toward me, but I won't specialize. I'll be a general practitioner.
But will you be making some accommodations for people in wheelchairs?
Because it's so easily accessible, it will be. I have a little wheelchair sign that's that's going to be in the Yellow Pages.
What do you do about patients, for instance, that have difficulty transferring to a dental chair? Are you ever able to practice on a patient and allow them to stay in their chair?
I did that as a hygienist. We probably could accommodate someone in a wheelchair and have them just sit in their wheelchair. Yeah.
What part of dentistry do you like best? I can't imagine anybody liking dentistry.
I like the patient contact. I like making the patient feel comfortable and knowing that there are some aspects of it that are painless.
Is it possible to make the patient feel comfortable?
Yes. Now with nitrous oxide and there are chemical aids.
What are your goals for the future?
I'm getting pretty well established now in my practice, and I'm happily working out exactly what my goals have been.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thanks,
Dr.
Al.
Billie Marie Holbrook. Next up.